Hi guys, this is the last video in the training for the new features of botscritpfast scraper. What I'm going to cover in this video is the innerscrape functions and how to use them. For those who don't know, innerscrape is scraping something on the page. So for example, this full area here, all these full areas here, and whatnot into a list. So that'd be a list item, this whole area would be a list item. And then what you do is you scrape the other items in the list from that. So the benefit of that is, because all these details are together, you know that when you scrape this just as it is, you're going to get everything together in your table and it's neat and tidy. For example, say on a web page where some sites had telephone numbers, some didn't, make sure everything stays together, organised. What I'll do is I'll do you a quick example. It's fairly simple to use. Start, yes for URL. Again, I'm just going to quickly do this because it's just an example. And I'll just leave the location. Now, from people I've done a lot of examples on this site, so this is probably just quickly worth mentioning. Is this scramble seed in the URL. Now, if you navigate to the start page, you can scrape that, and from what I've shown in the tutorial, should be able to build a close to a ubot. If people like a more detailed case study of building a ubot from start, just let me know in the thread and I'll put it all together and do your full example. So click that. Now I've got everything set to HTTP because I'm using the HTTP plugin, and I want to do a innerscrape. So the list name, I'm just going to call it inner because it doesn't really matter because it's just for storing the data. And now I've got two options. Now, when you do innerscrapes, it can get a bit too complex with just using regex. So I've included the option for XPath. Now you can only use XPath with the HTTP plugin because it's part of the functionality. So it's mainly catered for HTTP bots. If I click yes then, so I'm just going to enter my expression now. So this is something I previously created quickly. So basically this whole area here and these areas, div class parent listening. So I've just quickly converted that to XPath and click OK. So as you can see here, innerscrape active, don't forget to click when done. So if I click view source now, just in mad security, you'll see that it scrapes all the items on the page and that's all that's presented. So it's not the full source of the page, it's your XPath expression I've just put in part, so it makes it a lot easier now for obviously doing the next bits. So if I just scroll up and find some stuff worth taking, postal code, and I want that general. Again, test will be on the XPath, so there's all that collected. So I'm just going to add that to a table. The table will be called data. Add, just added to data. Now the next item that I'm probably going to want is DD street address. Test that. So all the street addresses, add it again to the table. This item I'm probably going to want. I'll just do one more. I mean, what you probably do for a site like this is you pull all the details and into a table, and you'd complete what I'm doing here. But as this is just an example of how to do it, I'm going to just do one more example. Let me just find something that we probably want to take. So you might want the URL as well, the website. And if we take all that, that will ensure what we're going to take is a complete URL. I'm just going to chance it by putting this at the end, see what that gets me. And that's took a bit too much data. So what I'll do then is I'll just go back and I'll include the data company. Oh, sorry. Data company. And that's got all the URLs. So I'm just going to add that again to the table. And then that's my innerscrape done. Now you can continue on and scrape anything else you want. Then the innerscrape bit will stay as it is. And as you'll see, everything's returned back to it was. So there's the full page HTML and whatnot. I'm just going to click finish now, just so I can show you this. So it's got the usual HTTP GET, XPath parser that I added there to the list inner. And what it automatically does is it's created a loop of the list. And it's doing find regular expression that I added. So here's one on the list item. So if you look at all these are the 3 things I added. So just start from the top. So it scrapes and puts it in a list for all them separate areas, and it loops through them, adding to a new row for each one the data you wanted to scrape. So as you can see, it's fairly simple to use. I don't think this will be used by everyone, but for the more advanced guys, it's a great time saver. Thank you. Bye.